perfect.
All right.
So let's get into the discussion. We definitely want to welcome to our set today Miss Marlene Knowles, who is the founder and head of school at Bahamas Leadership Academy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hello.
It's always a pleasure. And of course, Miss Saya Pinder, who's the marketing manager at Third Dimension Hardware Store. Every time she comes, it's a good time. Something is about to happen. Some major event is about to occur. And so we're very happy to have you again today. Thank you for
having me.
Hi, Saya.
Hello.
All right, so let's get into the conversation. If we could start with Miss Knowles. Miss Knowles, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then let's jump into talking about the Academy.
So my name is Marlene Knowles. I am the founder and head of school at Bahamas Leadership Academy, where I am passionate about preparing youth for college, career, and cash flow before graduation.
Oh, I like that cash flow.
Yes,
Teach them how to manage the money.
We sure do. We teach them how to make it and manage it.
Make it and manage it.
That is correct.
Oh, I'm going to jump on that in a minute. Let me let her get her context.
So I understand. So Bahamas Leadership Academy, and this is the first time I'm hearing about it, really. So I'm really glad that you're on the show.
Thank
So
you.
how long has the school been in place, and what would the programs normally look like? Not just, we're going to get into summer, but what do the programs look like during the course of the year?
So Bahamas Leadership Academy existed since 2022. But what I always love to share with people is that I've been in education. Now I'm getting ready to celebrate 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Thank
and you
you.
look 25. So
Hey,
Keep it
see,
going.
yes. And we have a plethora. All of our teachers are veteran teachers, and so we're excited to have that strong foundation, even as a growing school in the community. And so, for all of my years in education, I began to see education from a different perspective, and that is why I say we prepare children for college, for career, and for cash flow before graduation. And so if we look at it from those three angles, when we look at college, that's the traditional education model, right? And so you look at all of the academics, which we do have. We do have a rather aggressive platform as well for exceptional learners, because for those children that do enroll with Bahamas Leadership Academy, they do have the advantage of, once they're done with their BJCs and BGCSEs, to begin their associate's degree and graduate with that from the 12th grade if they deem, through Arizona State University. So we do have that partnership with the International College to assist those type of learners. We will be this September opening up at the YMCA of Grand Bahama, and so that expands our athletic programming. Okay. And so our children are now in proximity and have the access to all of the sports that I would say, more established schools in the community have. And so when we look at the academic pathway, we have that part of it locked, right? Let's talk about career. One of the things I do know is that there are times children, they want to go to college, and the reality of life is they may not get to go right away. And so one of the things we focus on is workforce pipeline development.
That's a big word.
Yeah, workforce pipeline development, and making sure that when you graduate from high school, you graduate as a very, very strong candidate. And so we have 19 different internationally recognized certifications through Certiport, which is a Pearson VUE company, and it is built into our curriculum. And so each year, starting from the 7th grade, students have embedded into their regular schedule an international certification that they must take. And so that lets an employer know not only are these children saying that they are able to perform a certain duty or task, but that they can prove it with the global certifications.
So they have it. They
So
have
they
don't
have
just
it.
say it, I have it. And from 7th grade, you start equipping them with these certifications.
From 7th grade, we start equipping them with these certifications. And so I always tell people there is a difference between getting a certificate that says Certificate of Participation and Completion versus a certificate that is internationally recognized.
So they can work here or abroad.
Or abroad.
So your name encompasses everything that you are doing. It is definitely a leadership academy.
Leadership. And so Certiport has already done that work. They have already done the work to make sure that once their certificate shows up, that it is globally recognized. All right? And so our students leave with that credential.
You
And
need
so,
to be on the chair.
yeah.
That's wonderful.
She had to be on the show.
Yeah, and so it's not just saying, oh, I have a certificate of participation from XYZ or from the University of YouTube. But you have one that the world recognizes. So even if you go and you look for a job locally, if you're having a hard time with that, then look for one internationally. Go to Switzerland. Go to Europe.
Let's talk a little bit about the cash flow portion of this now, right?
You're like me. I'm talking
Right.
about money.
Yes,
Right.
because I am a big proponent of ensuring that you develop the whole child.
Right.
And a really big part of children when they're coming out of 12th grade is really trying to figure out where they need to go, what it is that they want to do, and being able to support themselves financially,
Right.
particularly in the case when they may not be able to go abroad.
Right.
So how does Bahamas Leadership Academy help children with this cash flow portion of it?
All right, so entrepreneurship and small business is actually a class. Just like math and language, it is a class that starts at the 7th grade. The curriculum information, again, it comes from Certiport, so they do sit that certification once we see that they are ready. So we teach financial literacy, we teach entrepreneurship and small business, because again, you may attempt to go to college and you may not get to go right away. You may try to find a job and you cannot find it right away. So what are you going to do? You still need to eat. And so you have to have the skills necessary to function as an entrepreneur to create your own wealth, right? And so we teach the children how to pitch. We teach them how to have their presentations done. They create business plans, and we train them in that area. This September, what the children will be now doing is integrating what they would have learned over the last 2 years and creating their own turnkey business. And so we are creating that space for them to get involved in trade so that they can get a real life feel of moving their product. And so that is how we complete our cycle of college, career, and cash flow.
This is a whole show right here, but I have to get over to Ms. Pinder. Ms. Pinder is also partnering with the Grand Bahama Port Authority currently with Third Dimension and this upcoming event. We really want to talk about that. So tell us what's going on. When is it happening?
Yes, so we're getting ready for our Annual Home Expo. This is the second one. We're partnering, as you said, with the Grand Bahama Port Authority's Building and Development Services Department, and this is a completely free event. This is an event we did essentially to provide persons with a one-stop shop to, speak to a contractor, speak to a plumber, speak to a financial institution, everything you basically would need when you're looking to build, buy, or renovate. And we're going to have many giveaways going on. The biggest giveaway is a $500 shopping spree. So we ask persons to take advantage of that. There is a few stipulations. You would have to sign up for the event, sign up for our website, and you would also have to go to each vendor and let them sign your giveaway card. We do this so that each vendor, can have persons
Making
speak
sure
to
they all touch each one of the vendors. Yes.
So that is one of our giveaways. We're also going to be showcasing this product. We showcased it last year, but this year we're going to have samples. It's called Retikit, and it's essentially a product where it would make anything look like wood. So it's a paint, and you would just put it on a hard surface, and it would look like it's an actual wood product. So we're going to be giving out samples for that product. So we urge persons...
We'll be able to see the demonstration.
Right, on the spot. So we urge persons, come out, take advantage of this free event.
Okay. Where is the event going to be held and what's the date?
the Belinda Wilson Convention Center this Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m.
And that's July 4th, Saturday,
Yes,
July
this
4th.
Saturday, July 4th.
All right,
The full
from 2
day.
to 6 p.m.
So they'll come up to the chamber in the morning, and they'll come to you in the
Right.
afternoon.
Right.
All right. Now, the Belinda Wilson Center is the blue building.
Right, the
it's
blue
called the
building.
BUT Hall. It's right on Wildcat
Wildcat
Avenue,
Avenue.
Yes.
right before you get to the school, so people know where it is. Now, you're at a bigger location. Why did you guys move the location? Just needed more space?
Yes, we
Yeah.
needed more space so we could have more vendors, so it could be a more enjoyable experience for our attendees, better parking, all of that good stuff. So
Okay.
it's going to be bigger and better.
Bigger
Sounds
and
like a
better.
great time.
Right.
So let's just talk and stick a pin right there. Let's talk about Third Dimension for a moment, because when I think Third Dimension, I think family-owned, Bahamian-owned. Tell us a little bit about the business. How long has Third Dimension been there? What's been happening?
Well, Third Dimension is the brainchild of Mr. Fred Black. The company was founded, I believe, in 2004. It started as a tile company and it has since expanded. We're now located on Yellow Pine Street with various departments. We have our building materials department, tiles, lawn and garden, housewares, paint, hardware, tools, plumbing, and electrical. We also recently released a website earlier this year, www.thirddimension242.com, where persons can shop from the comfort of their home and have the items either collected in store or delivered.
So I like that aspect of it, because we've all, after COVID, everyone's gotten so comfortable to being able to stop. You don't have to drive here and drive there. So I've used it to be able to order the paint, have it ready, just come in and collect it.
Right.
And I think so. If persons haven't signed up, will they be able to sign up at the expo?
Yes, you will be able to right on site sign up and take advantage of the various giveaways.
What is something that Third Dimension sells that people probably don't realize that you carry?
We carry luggage, for instance.
Really?
And it's actually a very good seller. Right now it's the summertime. People are traveling. We've been getting a lot of calls, messages asking if we have luggage in stock. So that's probably something people may not realize we carry. And we carry we even carry personal care items, things like shampoo, soap, stuff like that. So, check us out.
So lots of things happening down at Third Dimension. The home fair is going to be happening on Saturday, July 4th from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Belinda Wilson BUT Hall. BUT Hall on Wildcat Avenue. Everybody knows where that is. So you have an opportunity to be a part of that home fair if you want to do a new construction, if you want to do a renovation, building, buying,
And
whatever
it's
you have
free.
going on. Absolutely free. Just show up
Free.
and go and get some good information. And of course, be so engaged that you can be a part of one of the persons that may be selected for that $500 shopping spree at Third Dimension. I know I would love to have that. That's
I know I want that. I see a
that's
rug
such
in
a
there.
good-
I see tiles in there that I want.
yes, but they have some wonderful products, and I shop there all the time as well. So just really happy
still trying to
hear that the
renovating?
business is doing well. No, I'm not renovating, but school board. I have to make sure every summer, along with the team, everything is going good down at the school board and down at the school where we volunteer and where we help. So definitely we want to encourage you guys to be to the home fair. And then when we talk about Bahamas Leadership Academy, any final thoughts, Ms. Knowles, as we get ready to wrap up?
Well, I would invite the community to come and check us out down at the YMCA of Grand Bahama. We'll be there to assist those that are interested, including adults. Adults are also welcome to partake, as well as students that are not a part, to partake in our international certifications. And we are there readily available to assist those persons that are interested in Bahamas Leadership Academy.
All right.
Yes.
So Bahamas Leadership Academy, move into that new home right at the
YMCA.
YMCA here in Grand Bahama, in the city of Freeport. And of course,
Close
you have
to
an
downtown.
opportunity to be a part of that. And certifications are a big deal, particularly in the global community. And when you want to be recognized from your little small country, it doesn't matter if you have the certification on hand and next to your name. And we like to have letters after our name. And not junior or
Absolutely.
senior. We want some real stuff over there. So of course, listen guys, we're so happy to have had all of our guests on the show today. Very grateful for all of you and thank you again. And if you want to continue to get information about some of these folks, just make sure you go back, check our Facebook page, investgrandbahama.com, Grand Bahama Port Authority, or go to our YouTube page so that you can get the information that you need. And of course, we love to be with you. So continue to join us each and every week when we're here. We have to go on a small summer break, but we coming back. We're coming back because we miss
Quicker than
you.
you think.
Yes.
We're going to have some summertime fun.
Yeah, and go to the Gombe Festival and enjoy the food and all of that.
And the
great
Baja
stuff.
Market on July 4th
Yes.
at Berkshire Bahamas Farm.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of things going on. All
Plenty.
right. So until next time, I'm Glendia Sweeting,
And I'm Alex Thompson.
informing you on the positive things that happen only when you focus
Forward.
You've been listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated.
And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday,
Same time
same place.
for Focus Forward.